then the like party bad guys, and it shows me and you in there. Go hit that, then hit the gears, hit the three gears at the things, and then hit allow, and then voila.
All right, here we go.
Hey, oh, I'll get a little test run. I'm sure it works perfectly fine, but it's always worth to double check.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Don't want you to be in another game
Live
like you
from
did
Gillette
with
Stadium.
Zach.
Game of the week.
There we go.
Season 4.
Alrighty. Alright, I'm going to load it up. Are you good to go? Oh, wait. I'm going to put my
Yep.
stream in the chat first. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm good to go once that's in.
Alrighty. I'll probably be off.
Oh yeah, I'm
talking.
perfect on sportsbook so far.
Yeah, three of four, I think.
That's a good start. Good start. Good start.
Alright. It's in there. I'll be back in a second. I just don't want my overbearing background noise to start intruding on your commentary.
Good evening, NFASL. You know the voice. This is Thomas Jones IV coming to you live from Foxborough, Massachusetts, Gillette Stadium, the site of Week 2's game of the week between the 0-1 Los Angeles Chargers and the 1-0 New England Patriots. Patriots have won the coin toss and elect to defer to the second half, so Bailey will get the festivities started here as the new-look Los Angeles Chargers will take the ball at the end zone and take a licking at the 18-yard line. So that's where we will see quarterback JT Daniels and the new-look Los Angeles Chargers featuring Marquise Brown as well as number 4 pick in the draft, Emmitt Smith Jr., who did not get a great start in his NFASL debut last week against the Browns. Let's see if he can handle an even more stout run defense in the New England Patriots, who made the Super Bowl in Season 3. First play of the game is a pass for Daniels, and he finds no one open, so he'll take off with his legs, slide, after a gain of 8 yards to the 26-yard line. JT Daniels, formerly of the New Orleans Saints, was traded this past offseason to LA. And for the Chargers, they moved on from Justin Herbert, who they took in the 2020 NFL Draft. So Chargers with their second quarterback here in NFASL. Same situation, going to have to progress him and try to get the most out of the youngster as he is a second-year pro. Split back formation here, Smith and Austin Eckler here in this formation on 2nd down and 2. Motion man is Emmitt Smith Jr., and it's a screen pass. Steph had trouble with this last week, but this one works to perfection as Austin Eckler is able to work to the 33-yard line for a gain of 7. Last week we saw a couple of screen passes intended for Eckler hit the back of offensive linemen who, this is a 5 rookie offensive lineman, look, rarity in today's NFASL, but handoff here on 1st down for Emmitt Smith Jr. He's got a good run here to the outside and good blocks down the field, and he will get a great run to the 45-yard line of New England for a gain of 21, which already eclipses his total from last week. Brian Branch, the rookie who had a couple of interceptions last week against Miami for the Patriots, makes the stop. And the Chargers are in New England territory. Opening minute and a half here of this game of the week. This time it's Eckler on the inside zone, and he will get close to 1st down yardage as he's tossed to the turf at the 36-yard line by second-year man Josh Joby. Joby already has a couple of tackles. He made a huge interception in the AFC Championship game against the Colts last season. So they're looking for him to take that next step as a star to superstar corner. I'm sure Coach ATK will be working on that all season long. 2nd down and 1 from the 36-yard line of New England. Dylan Moses, keep your eyes on him on this play as the superstar linebacker loves to make plays downfield as Emmitt Smith Jr. to the 33-yard line, and that's another 1st down for the Chargers. Nice opening drive so far for LA. A couple of passes, 3 runs, some nice balance through the first 5 plays of this drive. and are now in an empty set here on 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line of New England. 3 down linemen for the Patriots. This is a quarterback draw, and it was a disaster as JT Daniels is lucky to hold onto the football there as Dylan Moses laid the wood at the 34-yard line. 5:40 to play here in the opening quarter. Chargers on their first drive of the game in the NFASL game of the week, and they're doing a good job of moving the ball. But again, this is a team on a 17-game losing streak, so moving the ball is meaningless if you're not able to put points on the board. Second down's a handoff inside to Eckler, and he will get to the 31-yard line and will set up a 3rd down and 8. Mark Owen Papeau on that tackle. So the first 3rd down of the ball game for the Chargers. Again, 3 down linemen for New England. They like to stay in this base 34 set on 3rd down. Daniels to pass. He's going to look right sideline, and a one-handed catch brought in at the 24 by Keenan Allen, but I believe he came back to the ball. I checked it. That's actually Marquise Brown who made that catch. He leaped so high, I thought it was Keenan Allen. Came back behind the 1st down marker. It's 4th down and 1, and Coach Steph's going to take the gamble here and go for it. So they line to gain the 23-yard line, pistol formation for Daniels, hard count, handoff for Emmitt Smith, and he's stuffed. What a play made at the 25-yard line by New England, and Owen Papeau denies Emmitt Smith of a 1st down, and again the Chargers are unable to come up with points on an opening drive. That will mark the 5th consecutive game that the LA Chargers have not scored on their first drive of the day. So here comes Drew Lock, who led this New England Patriot team to Super Bowl 39 last year, where they fell in Glendale, Arizona, to the Seattle Seahawks. So Drew Lock now having that experience of taking a team to the promised land. Let's see if he can build on it here, year 2 in New England. Handoff for the former Sony Michel number 26, but that's DeMarcus Bowman, rookie, as Malik Harrison, another member of that monster trade between Baltimore and Los Angeles, makes the tackle at the 28-yard line after a gain of 4. Halfway through this first quarter, first possession for New England. They've only gotten one play so far. This is 2nd down play. Here comes trouble in the form of Bosa. Throw gets off and is batted away. Great coverage that time by Nasir Adderley, but more importantly, what an effort there by, I believe that was Calvin Ridley or Jalen Waddle, one of the two, to come in and actually get a play on that ball, as you saw Bosa forcing an underthrow from Drew Lock. So now 3rd down and 6, first 3rd down for New England. They need to get to the 34-yard line here, 34-yard line. Drew Lock going for a deep shot. It is batted away. Couple of contested passes consecutively on those last 2 plays are both incompletions, and the Chargers force a quick 3 and out. Jake Bailey on to punt this ball away from the left hash mark, looking to hit the near sideline. And Emmitt Smith Jr. will return the ball and juke to the left sideline, tiptoe out of bounds after a nice gain to the 43-yard line, where JT Daniels and this Charger offense will shut up shop. Last drive, we saw them move the football down to the 28-yard line and were unable to get that 1st down, as Owen Papeau was there to stifle Emmitt Smith Jr. in the backfield on that 4th and 1 carry. So still positive things for Coach Steph offensively here on 1st down as Daniels rolls to his right and is forced to throw this ball away as Papeau was giving chase. 2nd down and 10. Good things we've seen from this offense. They've been able to move the ball in that first drive, which is easier said than done against this New England Patriot unit. We saw them in the regular season last year not really live up to their potential, giving up a lot of yards and a lot of points early in the season. And about midway through that season last year, Coach ATK made some tweaks and adjustments to his defense, and in the playoffs, they were outstanding. Let's see if that momentum will carry over here into Season 4 of NFASL action. 2nd down and 10 for Daniels. Again, a pass. This is a tight window throw, and Keenan Allen somehow came in with that pass. That's a dangerous throw from Daniels, but I understand the premise there. You want to get the ball to Keenan Allen, no matter who is draped in coverage on him, as Jonathan Jones makes the tackle at the 47. Now 3rd down, but only inches to go. And last time they were in a short yardage situation, they handed the ball off to Emmitt Smith. Let's see if they try that again here on 3rd down. 4 down lineman this time for New England here. Dylan Moses is again running around like a madman. Handoff, and Moses makes the play in the backfield. And again, Emmitt Smith is stopped for no gain. So after his first carry of 21 yards, his last 3 carries have netted 0. Punt unit out for LA as this one is a boomer of a kick and will go out to the end zone for a touchback. New England will get the ball back at the 20-yard line. 2 minutes, 3 seconds remaining in the first quarter. NFASL Game of the Week action here, New England and LA, in a scoreless tie thus far. Looking around the rest of the NFASL landscape, games that just completed and were played earlier today. The New York Giants were able to outlast the Vikings, as you see Bowman running down left sideline in a big run for 28 yards and a New England first down. Great run from the man tasked to replace Sony Michel, who was shipped to Green Bay in the offseason. Other games played earlier today, the Cleveland Browns fell to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Chiefs defeated the Colts in an AFC divisional rematch. Pass from first down is still incomplete to Waddle. Drew Lock has started this game 0 of 3, and I can't really blame him for any of these 3 incompletions as they've all hit the receivers, but great coverage and blanket coverage from Los Angeles to knock that football away. Second down and 10 now for Lock. Punch formation here. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here comes Bosa again up the middle, but a wide open throw to Calvin Ridley as he works inside the 35 to the 26-yard line of LA. And the first completion nets a big gain there of 26 yards for New England. Last minute of the first quarter here. Same formation as last play for New England. Drew Lock to throw again. And he's going to take the underneath throw here to Cortland Sutton, his first catch, and a run after catch to the 12-yard line before he's upended and knocked out of bounds. So back-to-back first down throws from Drew Lock, hitting a couple of his superstar receivers. And for Drew Lock, that's really important to get that rapport going early in the game. As you see, he was off to that 0 of 3 start, now has completed 2 consecutive throws, and it's now 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Handoff for Bowman, and he will be wrestled and wrangled down at the 9-yard line for a gain of 3. Tackle made by Joe Schobert there, the former Jacksonville Jaguar as well as Cleveland Brown. Second down, 7 yards to go. Last few seconds wane off here in the first quarter. And Bowman is close to first down yardage. Good run that time by DeMarcus. And he's down at the 2-yard line and will send us to the second quarter for a big 3rd down and 1. So after 1 here from Gillette Stadium, it's a scoreless tie, 0-0 between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers in our NFASL Game of the Week. Season 4 here, NFASL action. I'm Thomas Jones IV, live from Foxborough, Mass. Handoff here for the Patriots. It's a touchdown, but we have a flag as David Montgomery had an easy touchdown, but Devin Asiasi was called for a hold, reminiscent of that divisional round game where Sony Michel looked like he had the game-winning touchdown against Baltimore, but that was called back for the same penalty. So it's now 3rd down and 10 at the 12. Opportunity for LA here to force a field goal attempt. Same play call. This time Bowman's going to get the give, and he will not get to the first down yardage there. Stopped at the 7 by Joe Schobert. A couple of nice tackles made on this drive. And out comes Matt Gay for a short field goal attempt. This is a chip shot just about 25 yards away. From the left hash mark, it's right down the middle. And with 8:18 left in the first half, the New England Patriots strike first with a field goal, giving themselves a 3-0 lead. Chargers defense has played outstanding thus far. It is a culmination of what they did last week against Cleveland. They shut out the Cleveland Browns offense, but they'd still lost that game 7-3. So thus far, they've only given up 3 points of offense in about a game and a quarter or so. So for JT Daniels, last drive was a quick 3-and-out. Again, short yardage has not been their friend as the New England Patriots have come downhill and sold out for the run. Here's a handoff for Eckler. He breaks 1 tackle before being shoved to the turf at the 27. Let's say that's a gain of 2 on the play, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 8 to go. They're crediting Dre Greenlaw with the tackle, but that did not look like Dre Greenlaw. I know he is not a Hawaiian with long hair, so not going to trust the Madden ticker on that one. 2nd down and 8 now for LA. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, and Austin Eckler, who's going to get this handoff here. And again, you're seeing hit sticks, and more hit sticks from the New England defense as Kyle Duggar gets in on the action at the 35. And again, a 3rd down and inches for the Chargers. They had a 4th down and 1 stop short. They had a 3rd down and inches on the last drive stop short. Emmitt Smith both times was unable to get the first down. What does the New England defense have in store this time against this LA Charger presumed run here on third down? Daniels is going to throw, and it is hauled in at the 39-yard line. Nice pitch and catch that time as number 86, Peyton Hendershot, makes the tackle. Superstar tight end in his own right, wearing Hunter Henry's old number. And to the 39-yard line he goes, so the Chargers that time elected to throw the ball in third and short. I'm sure that caught the Patriots off guard, and it will result in a first down. Great action so far. These two teams playing a defensive chess match as only 3 points to show for either squad. This is a run here for Daniels, and he will try to fight towards the 40-yard line on that quarterback power play, and will get there, but that's just a gain of 1 as Jones was there to make that tackle. Jonathan Jones, second tackle of the day for him. And second down upcoming for the Chargers. It's the same formation as the last play, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, and Emmitt Smith in the backfield with Daniels. JT's going to look to throw down the right sideline. Again, that out route has been open on all 3 drives. Keenan Allen making his second grab of the ball game. Good for 8 yards and 18 yards total for Keenan Allen, the former California product. And that will be a third down and 1 now from the 48-yard line as we take a look at those 6 real-life championships from New England. You tack on the additional Super Bowl from Coach ATK against the Seahawks. Not the Seahawks of last year, but the Seahawks back when Coach Joey Bacchus was running the 1s and 2s in Seattle. Another third down and short. This time again a pass from JT Daniels. He's going for it all for Marquise Brown, and that's not even close to Marquise. Easy interception here for New England as they take it the other way, and Hendershot makes the tackle on Brian Branch at the 33-yard line. Branch in 2 weeks already has 3 interceptions, and I sound like a broken record when I say this, but teams continue year in and year out to test the rookies of New England's secondary, and this is why he gets Defensive Rookie of the Year in and year out. Throws like this. So you see Brian Branch on the replay there climb the ladder, and Hollywood Brown so far only has 1 catch in this ball game. First down and 10 for New England, up 3-0. Going to continue to pound the run game. This is Bowman on the inside zone, and nice tackle made at the 36-yard line for a gain of 3 by L.A. Tackle made that time was by Damian Robinson, superstar defensive end out of Maryland. So, a guy that I actually do watch in real life. He is a pretty solid pass rusher there. Not a guy that really plays a lot and runs stuff, but again, Madden doesn't really matter. If you're a superstar, they let you do either. Throw for Drew Lock is incomplete. Lucky it fell at the feet, the yellow feet there of Joe Schobert for an incompletion, as again, you're seeing Joey Bosa having his way right now with Isaiah Wynn, something to keep an eye on all game long, as it's now third down and 7. Patriots now in an empty set here, trying to get to the 43-yard line to extend this drive. Bosa again giving chase, but a nice throw and pressure there to Waddle. He got the first time a lot more. Spins away from one, tries to juke away from a second, and is brought down at the Charger 39-yard line, but not until a huge gain for New England and a first down. Great play there from Drew Lock. Look at the poise in the pocket from the former Missouri Tiger, as he knows Joey Bosa is coming for blood, but he stands strong in the pocket, makes the throw in time, in stride to Jalen Waddle, as Key Lawrence, another talented safety taken in this draft by L.A., makes that tackle on Jalen Waddle. First down and 10 now for the Patriots. Motion man is Waddle. He's going to take the jet touch pass. He is going to get the first down a lot more. He's running the right sideline. Who can catch him as Schobert jumps on his back at the 14-yard line. Gain of 24. Back-to-back big gains for Waddle. His 2 receptions on this drive have netted 50 yards for New England. He's been the key of this drive as New England's back in the red zone now at the 14-yard line. First down and 10, 3:40 to go in the first half. Locke looking over the middle and incomplete. Tough ask there for your running back to make a contested catch, as Drew Lock now is 4 of 9 for 90 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions thus far. Second and 10 from the 14-yard line for New England. This time Drew Lock's going to be under center here. Adjustments made pre-snap by Locke. Drew back to throw on first down, looking for a fade route. It is hauled in by Sutton, but an incompletion ruled by the back judge that time. Sutton did not get both feet in bounds. It does not appear as though Coach ATK is going to throw the red challenge flag, and that will set up third down and 10. We saw that earlier today in the Steelers and Browns game. Really costly Madden glitch is what I'll call it for Chief Hawker, as he used his one pause and then tried to challenge an Odell Beckham catch. As you see, an easy touchdown from Jalen Waddle. That one was from 14 yards out on third down and 10, and that's just too easy if you're the LA Chargers. Your coverage has to be much better over the middle than it was on that play. Extra point by Matt Gay is good, and this lead for New England has now ballooned to 10 points. So that drop, not necessarily a drop, but an incompletion was ruled on Odell Beckham on a touchdown that I thought was a clear touchdown. Coach Chief Hawker was unable to challenge because in Madden you have to pause the game and challenge that way. They got rid of the ability to be able to hit LT or L2 to challenge as it used to be in Madden, of course, because why make it that easy? As the Chargers get the ball back at the 25-yard line, down by 10. We'll get back to that story a little bit later here, as Emmitt Smith is going to be brought down at the 26-yard line for another gain, this time minimal gain of 1. And since that first carry, the New England Patriots have been all over this Los Angeles Charger run game. And if you're Coach Steph, that's a concern of your offensive line. Again, a lot of rookies here, 5 of them to be exact. They all have star or superstar development. But again, this is a learning curve for these guys. They all were playing in different schemes in college. They're all having to learn a new scheme at the NFL level simultaneously. It's a big ask here. Another out route there. You're seeing that's the favorite route of LA, as Keenan Allen's working that boundary. And again, that's his third catch of the day. That's going to be a first down for the Chargers at the 40-yard line. And for JT Daniels, he has found success throwing that out route. Now, if he could get some success over the middle of the field, that would be music to the ears of Coach Steph, as Eckler takes a shot at the 43-yard line after a small gain of 3. So 46 yards combined by these running backs. Throw in a 1-yard carry from JT Daniels. That gives you 47 yards total amongst the 3-headed monster attack of LA. And that will be the 2-minute warning. Fast-paced first half here in Foxborough. Our score 10-0 in favor of the Patriots. However, the Chargers do have the ball and are driving. Haven't really been able to get this far down the field since that opening drive when they were able to get all the way down to the 28-yard line and were stopped on a 4th down and 1. So, screen pass here, and a beauty of a pass. You saw the linebacker try to make the play, and instead Eckler is gone as he weaves away from a tackler for a huge touchdown. Last week, the screen game just could not get going. The offensive lineman, I'm sure, got a mean talking to from Coach Steph, and not enough can be said about that throw from JT Daniels. He saw the user lurking there. He threw what I assume is a lob pass, and Eckler was able to do the rest. 4 plays, 75 yards, 1minute, 39 seconds off the clock, and we have ourselves a brand new ball game now as the Chargers make this a 3-point game. Waddle deep in his own end zone to return this kick. No, he'll take a knee for a touchback. Last drive for Drew Lock ended in his first touchdown pass of the ball game, coming off of a monster performance last week against the Miami Dolphins, as the New England Patriots looking to get to 2-0 in the young season. And this season 4, again, I will be mentioning this all throughout the season and every game of the week that I call. This will be a dogfight. Whoever wins this season, to me, is going to get a tip of the cap, as this one's batted away and almost intercepted. Time and time again, you see that animation get picked off, and the Patriots are fortunate to maintain possession. Drew Lock has struggled to maintain accuracy in this ball game, just a mere 5 completions on 12 attempts, does have that touchdown pass. And again, no interceptions thus far, but we've seen a couple errant throws from Drew Lock that could have been intercepted. 2nd and 10 now from the 25-yard line. Lock going to go over the middle, and a beautiful catch made by Devin Asiasi, his first grab of the ball game in traffic at the 46-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain for the tight end extraordinaire. Baby Gronk is what the passionate fans of New England call him, as Lock is going to roll to his right, throw that way, and Asiasi again wide open on the right sideline to the 28-yard line. So that will be another gain of 30 yards. Last drive, it was the Jalen Waddle show. This one's the Devin Asiasi program. So you're seeing the versatility of this pass game here, and now they're going to run the ball to the outside. DeMarcus Bowman trying to juke away from Joe Schobert, but he's had a busy half, Schobert has, as the Patriots call their first charge timeout with 44 seconds remaining. That was a loss of 3 there made by Schobert. I don't believe that he has 2 tackles. I've seen him get involved on at least 4 or 5 plays in this first half. Second and 13 for Locke. He's got a wide open man. Guess who? It's Devin Asiasi, another big gainer. This one's 18 more yards, closer to the end zone. And for the Patriots, it's a 3rd consecutive trip to the red zone. They've completed both of these drives with points, so they're 2 for 2 on this game in the red zone. And 10 points to show for it thus far. Let's see if they can make it 3 for 3. Handoff up the gut for Bowman. Hurry up offense here for the Patriots as they have 26 seconds and counting. And they're going to go back to the well here. Another handoff for Bowman. This one's a better run to the 4-yard line where he'll be stopped, and a second timeout used by New England. We have 21 seconds remaining in the NFASL Game of the Week first half as Mike Hilton makes his first tackle, former Pittsburgh Steeler. So first down and goal now for New England. Bunch formation to the right. Bowman, the lone back in the backfield. And he's going to get the handoff right up the middle. Beautifully done by New England's front 5. Those blocks were immaculate. And a Red Sea-sized hole parted for DeMarcus Bowman to get his first touchdown of the game. Great response from New England after giving up the touchdown on that long screen pass from JT Daniels to Austin Eckler. They respond in kind with a 75-yard drive of their own. That one spanned 7 plays and took 1 minute and 38 seconds off the clock. Chargers get the ball back with 18 seconds. They have their full array of timeouts at the 25-yard line. New England will get the ball to start the second half with a 10-point lead as it stands. So if you're the Chargers, obviously you want to get points on the board. A touchdown is the ultimate goal, but a field goal here would be just fine, going into the locker room down 7 to the defending AFC champion. Chargers, again, in a really tough division. The Denver Broncos made a lot of moves in the offseason, as you see Coach Steph call a timeout there. The Chiefs are constantly going to be at the top of the list there with Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, and others. And then the Las Vegas Raiders, who surprised a lot of people by winning the draft lottery, able to select Kelly Ringo there. And that defense is going to be ferocious this year, but let's keep in mind they have a lot of draft capital the next 2 seasons, so they're a team on the come up as well. Chargers, again, I think they had a fantastic draft this past year. Like I said, their whole offensive line was drafted here. They got Emmitt Smith Jr., they got some help on the D-line as well as some secondary help as they try some trickery here. Marquise Brown in the end around is going backwards as Wayne Basham Jr. there to make that tackle as he does a solidarity celebration at the 20-yard line. Final 8 seconds come off the clock. Steph does not use his timeout, so a lot like real-life coach Anthony Lynn, the Chargers, with just miserable play calling and time management there, are going to go on the half down by 10. So we're in the third quarter here, live from Gillette Stadium, NFASL Game of the Week number 2. Chargers trail the Patriots 17-7 as Waddle will return this kick, break the first tackle, and will be stopped at the 18. We do have a flag as rookie DeMarcus Bowman is called for a hold. So that will back the Patriots up to their own 10-yard line to start this drive, and a big opportunity for the Chargers to flip field position early here in the second half. Last 3 drives in New England after starting 3 and out on their opening drive were field goal, touchdown, touchdown. And the Patriots look to expand this lead as Damian Robinson makes a play in the backfield on Bowman on first down for a loss of 2. Again, nicely done there by the rookie as he just completely shed the left tackle that time. And it's now 2nd and 12 at the 8-yard line. So Drew Lock's got some work to do here on second down. He's going to hand it off to David Montgomery, former Chicago Bear. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage as Drew Tranquil makes a tackle at the 9-yard line. And it's a quick 3rd down and 10 to open the second half for New England. Chargers need to stop here as you have a 4-down lineman set on 3rd down and 10. Lock looking to throw. And he's rolling to his right, trying to buy some time, looking for Asiasi. He's got him for the first down. Wasn't sure if Asiasi or if Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver that time, but the tight end jumps up to make the catch, and a big one to the 35-yard line for a gain of 25, and a New England first down. Locke is looking to throw again here. Going for a deep bomb. It is intercepted. Nicely done that time by the Chargers as Nasir Adderley gets the first turnover of the day for LA. Both teams have thrown just one interception now. And for the Chargers, you will have to be very proud of your defensive effort here as you're giving your offense the ball back at the 28-yard line just a minute 46 seconds into this second half. Strong I formation this time, or a power I formation if you will. Backwards pass to Emmitt Smith. He jukes right into a hit stick from Josh Uche at the 27. That's a loss of 2. So because that was a backwards pass, that will count as another carry for Emmitt Smith. And again, he's really struggled to get anything going in his opening 2 games of his NFASL career. Eckler checks back into the game. I love the way that Coach Steph is utilizing both backs here with the new fatigue system, although it hasn't really worked as planned. Here comes Chase Winovich unblocked down the left side, and he gets the first sack of JT Daniels back at the 18-yard line. First time either quarterback has been sacked all day, as the former University of Michigan standout gets a splash play for the New England defense, and it's now 3rd down and long for the Chargers. Empty set on 3rd and 21 from the Charger 18-yard line. Here comes Emmitt Smith in motion. And even on a jet touch pass, he can't find positive yardage as he seemingly runs right into Uche. Or was that Owen Popo? I believe that was Popo that made that tackle. It was. And here comes Jordan Berry to punt this football away. So the Chargers unable to strike on the turnover from Nasir Adderley as Bowman will take this punt to the 38-yard line of New England. And that is where Drew Lock and this offense will come back out on the field and begin their second drive of the third quarter. 10-point game for LA. Chargers are down by 10 to the defending AFC champions. Again, AFC champion New England Patriots. 1st and 10. It's another jet touch pass for Waddle, and this one was well covered this time by the LA Chargers. Tackle made at the 40-yard line after a gain of 2. As Jalen Waddle got his 4th reception on that play, he's got 66 yards and a touchdown. 2nd down, Locke surveying the field, staying in the pocket, finds a wide open receiver. This is Calvin Ridley, who jukes away from one and could not stay in bounds. That juke was so vicious it took him out of play at the 38-yard line, and you see Ridley slapping his helmet there. He knows he could have gotten even more on that play. Regardless, it's a 1st down for New England at the 38. Here comes pressure. Drew Lock running away and has to throw this one away. Robinson as well as Joey Bosa are looking to sandwich Drew Lock back at the, it looked like the 40-yard line of New England, but Lock averted trouble that time, was able to throw the ball away, and it's now a 2nd down and 10. Drew Lock goes empty here on 2nd down, 4:23 remaining in the third quarter. Another drag route, another catch in stride. This time it's David Montgomery who tries to break away from Drew Tranquill, but he is tackled from behind at the 13-yard line. That's a nice gain of 25 yards. And you're seeing New England getting a lot of these throws where their receivers are able to catch the ball in stride and then get yards after the catch. And that's what makes this offense so troubling if you're an opposing user here. 1st and 10 from the 13. Bosa with a beautiful spin move and then makes the sack. Finally paying dividends there on this drive as he's gotten close to Drew Lock on numerous occasions today and finally brings him down for the first time. Back to the 20-yard line now go the Patriots as that sack has awarded Joey Bosa with his X-Factor abilities. 2nd down and 16. David Montgomery there might have to double. Let's see if that's what he does. No, he's going to go out on a route here. And a quick throw and another drag route, but good coverage by Drew Tranquill. Not enough can be said about these two interior linebackers, Schobert and Tranquill. They've done a good job of not allowing these receivers, when they're at least near them, to get away. It's the corners who have had a tough time staying in front of their men today. 3rd down and 14. Lock over the middle. He's got a wide open man. It's Devin Asiasi, and he's in for a Patriots score. So the second time today, the Patriots have scored on third down and long in the red zone. Red zone defense from the Chargers has been abysmal, to say the least. 24-7 our score. 7 plays, 61 yards, 2 minutes, 51 seconds for the Patriots, as this lead has now expanded to 17. Emmitt Smith Jr. will take this kick out of the end zone and will again run right into a tackler at the 19-yard line. JT Daniels will come back out on the field after going 3 and out on that previous drive. He has an interception in this game, 1 yard rushing, and the rushing game for LA has just not been there today, as this one gets 3 yards as Duggar lays waste on Emmitt Smith at the 22-yard line. 127 yards through the air for JT Daniels. It's an okay performance thus far, but again, not what you want to see. Handoff for Eckler. That's a first down and more. Best run of the day as Eckler gets loose again down the right sideline. Jonathan Jones, only man that can catch him, and he won't. Austin Eckler has taken a screen pass for 70-plus yards and now has added a 76-yard rushing touchdown as well. Pundits around the NFASL are shaking their heads as Emmitt Smith Jr. is struggling while Austin Eckler is out here living his best life, attributing for both touchdowns thus far for LA. Quick drive and a quick answer from the Chargers. It's now 24-14, minute 54 remaining in the third quarter. So for coach staff, definitely going to have to get back into the lab and try to figure out ways to get Emmitt Smith that type of production, as Eckler, as you can see, is having no trouble against this New England defense. He's attributed for over 150 yards from scrimmage. What a fantasy performance from the former South Dakota State running back. Handoff here for DeMarcus Bowman. Good block there by the pull guard, and a 9-yard gain to boot for Bowman. He's got 12 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown on the day. 2nd and 1 now from the 34-yard line. Drew Lock to take this pass and will hit his tight end, Asiasi. No, he let go of the football. Took his eyes off the ball for a second there, and a drop, and an uncharacteristic drop from Asiasi. He's a sure-handed guy, but it'll now set up 3rd down and 1 for New England. So minute 19 left to go in the third quarter. NFASL Game of the Week live from Foxborough, Massachusetts. Our score 24-14 Patriots. Big play upcoming here. 3rd down and 1. It's a handoff. It's a first down. Tranquil. No, that's Brian Madison there to make the tackle. Another former Baltimore Raven. As he tried as hard as he could to stop Bowman from getting that first down. But you see the forward progress will mark the ball at the 36-yard line and will move the chains for the Patriots. So Drew Lock has had a lot of ups and downs in this game. There have been some untimely drops by his receivers. He's also missed a few throws, but he's got a couple of touchdown passes. Here he's running for his life on first down and is able to chuck the football out of bounds for an incompletion. And again, Joey Bosa was coming down that right side of the field, and he's really had his way with the right tackle. Thought that was Isaiah Wynn, but that does not appear to be him, as I'll have to check the depth chart at a later time. As you see a wide open Cortland Sutton at the 41-yard line is where he will be stopped. But again, these crossers from New England have been able to just dominate this Charger secondary, as there's no one within 7 to 8 yards of Sutton on that grab. 1st down and 10 now as we approach the final 10 seconds of the third quarter. This is a quick throw behind David Montgomery, and he will make good yardage out of that pass to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 7 yards. 2nd down, 3 yards to go when we come back, as we have hit the end of the third quarter. So to start the fourth quarter, the Patriots will have a 2nd down and 3 at the 34-yard line of LA with a 10-point lead. It's really been New England 24, Austin Eckler 14, as he's been the lone source of offense for the Chargers. Defense has played well for the most part for LA, but Still, again, a lot of things you want to improve on as you have a very young football team. Throw from Locke is intercepted. He did not just steal that one. Is that going to be a safety? No, they gave forward progress to Key Lawrence at the 3-yard line. I would love to see a replay of that, as Lawrence played Depot from Friday, the classic comedy from 1994. Look at this interception from Key Lawrence. He just straight up snatched this ball out of Cortland Sutton's hands. And yeah, they did give him forward progress at the 3-yard line. So a huge interception. That's Drew Lock's second of the game. But can the Chargers capitalize on it? The last interception, they went 3 and out. This time they're going to have to go 97 yards if they want to keep this one a one-possession game. Handoff for Emmitt Smith, and we've heard this all day long. Stopped in the backfield. He's averaging less than 3 yards a carry, as the front seven of New England has been stout, as Maluia has his 5th tackle. He really shot that A-gap well and was able to fight off the fullback's would-be block, made the play in the backfield, and now JT Daniels is going to go empty on 2nd and 11. Quick throw over the middle, and it is caught by Smith Jr. at the 7, gain of 5. Second reception for Emmitt Smith Jr. He's got only 4 yards in that arena. So a grand total of 26 yards of total offense for the number 4 pick overall in this 2023 NFASL draft. Again, a quick 3rd down and 3 for the Chargers. They got to get to the 13-yard line to extend this drive. Eckler, quick throw, batted away. You saw the adjustment made by Owen Popo. He was in signed man coverage on Eckler, who has been tormenting the Patriots all day long, and a nice adjustment yields the incompletion. And again, the Chargers cannot do anything with the football after getting a turnover. And now Bowman is going to get the ball in plus territory, so it's a lose-lose situation for the Chargers. Not only were they not able to get a first down, but they were unable to flip the field position game. So the Patriots, even after the interception, now get the ball back at the 46-yard line of LA. Up by 10. Fourth quarter is where you want to salt away these drives, as Bowman takes the stretch run to the right and will get 6 yards, marked down at the 40-yard line. We're a minute and a half into the fourth quarter of the NFASL game of the week number 2. Patriots are leading 24-14. Drew Lock has thrown a pair of touchdown passes. DeMarcus Bowman also has scored on the ground. Austin Eckler, a pair of touchdowns, one on the ground and one through the air. That has been your game summary thus far. Pass from Drew Lock on 2nd down, and he's going to have to throw this one away. It looks as if he threw it away. Maybe he was intending to hit that corner route, but we've heard this story all day as well. Joey Bosa getting to the quarterback quickly and forcing Drew Lock to throw the ball before his scheduled time. That's a huge thing of a pass rush. If you're able to get the quarterback to not be able to anticipate his throws and throw on time, basically when that back foot hits the ground, then you're doing something right. 3rd down and 4. Looking over the middle, Drew Lock throws a prayer. It is answered! Jalen Waddle over the seam. What a pass and what a catch. 46 yards. What a play by Jalen Waddle. Again, they went right back at Key Lawrence, rookie safety, who picked them off in the last drive. Fearlessness there from Drew Lock, and it is now 31-14 as he has just tossed his 3rd touchdown of the day. Lead is back up to 17. Again, this is the largest that the lead has been. 24-7 as well as 31-14. Chargers have been playing from behind all day long, and now down 17. Might have to ditch the run game, which in a sense might be a good thing for the Chargers, as they've been unable to run the football with any sense of purpose. Again, there was the long touchdown run in the 3rd quarter from Austin Eckler, but besides that, the New England Patriots have been outstanding. So again, we have a 2 running back set, and Emmitt Smith. Screen pass is not there, and JT Daniels is going to have to eat the sack. Jordan Williams, the beneficiary of that play, but really give the credit to the user there, Kyle Duggar. They called that play earlier, and the memory and the play recognition by the linebacker, I believe that was Moses, who made that happen. This time's a handoff for Emmitt Smith, and again, finally some good running from the former Stanford Cardinal, as he's to the 33-yard line, gets the sack yardage back and then some as Brian Branch there to slow him down to the 33. So it's now a manageable 3rd down and 2 for the Chargers. 2 running backs set once again for LA. Motion man is Eckler. And they're going to call this screen again, and it won't work as Emmitt Smith can't even hold onto the football. Matulia there to make that tackle, so to speak, knock that ball out. And it's 4-down territory for the Chargers here with 5:41 to go. So they'll stay on the football field here, just needing to get to the 33-yard line. You see Marquise Brown out wide as Daniels is looking for someone to go to, running backwards, buying time, throwing a reckless pass back across the middle, and Dylan Moses has gotten his first interception of this game, and that might just do it for the Chargers today. That's a microcosm of their last season and really bleeding into this season, as the losing streak looks like it's going to extend to an NFASL record 18 games. Handoff left. Bowman, big run down the left side at the 30. Lawrence is the only man that can catch him, and he won't get there as DeMarcus Bowman is loose for a 49-yard rushing touchdown. And to quote the Ravens radio play-by-play, the hay is in the barn. 38-14 our score. Patriots have run away with this ball game in the fourth quarter, scoring a couple of touchdowns on back-to-back drives. And now down 24 points, the Chargers are going to need a miracle. 5:26 to go. 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions would tie this game up for LA, but they would also need 2 defensive stops in between. So they'll start this drive at the 25-yard line for JT Daniels. He threw a careless interception on that last drive. This time he's going to look down the right sideline and a perfect ball, but Marquise Brown attempted to snag it with one hand instead of two, which made it all the more easy for the defense of New England to jar the ball out, in which they did. So it's 2nd down and 10. That would have been a gain of 35 yards had Hollywood Brown make that catch. Handoff in the middle for Emmitt Smith, and his clock gets cleaned at the 28-yard line. Tough go of it for Emmitt Smith Jr. Not a lot of rushing lanes. There weren't any last week against Cleveland, and that trend has reared its ugly head once again. Drag route here for Hollywood Brown. This time he does catch with 2 hands, and you see what makes him an X-Factor receiver. Once he gets the ball in his hands, he is a jukebox. It is so hard to stay in front of the 5'9" former Oklahoma Sooner. 1st and 10. Handoff to Eckler. He's had good running lanes, and that will continue as he's over 100 yards on the ball game after that carry to the 46-yard line. Kyle Duggar there to make the tackle. Last 4 minutes of the NFASL game of the week here. Clock will be stopped on every play that goes out of bounds. Emmitt Smith breaks one tackle on that screen pass, but Winovich is able to bring him to the ground at the 41-yard line, so that takes away 5 yards of Austin Eckler's run, and it's now 3rd down and 8. So Emmitt Smith has 3 catches for a negative yardage there, -1 yard, so he's averaging a negative third of a yard on each of his catches. This one's intercepted, intended for Hollywood Brown. It's caught in, we have a fumble, and it's recovered by LA. We saw AJ Bouye make the interception. He tried to journal, and he got hit sticked. That's the costly decision made by Coach ATK to journal that time. It's a high-risk, high-reward maneuver, and you saw the risk there as the fumble is going to give the ball back to LA. Here's Eckler, who is so hard to bring down in his own right, as he's got that first down to the 31-yard line. I said earlier that he was from South Dakota State. That was factually incorrect. He's actually from that Division II school in Oklahoma. 1st down and 10 for the LA Chargers. Last time they were this far down the field was in the first half, so they have not seen a lot of progress in the second half for offense, as Emmitt Smith Jr. is going to be brought down for a gain of 2. And that just continues his rough night and a tough go of it all day long, as this Patriot front has done a nice job game planning for him as we hit the 2-minute warning. 120 seconds left in this NFASL game of the week. The New England Patriots are gift wrapping this one, putting a finishing touch on it, a bow, if you will, as we're approaching Christmas. It is December 22nd, so 3 days away. 2nd down and 8 for JT Daniels. Looking for Marquise Brown, or is that Keenan Allen? It's Keenan Allen, and ball was just a hair underthrown. Thought he had him there. Allen definitely had a step on his man, and that's a throw that JT Daniels would love to have back, because that should have been a touchdown. Instead, incomplete. 3rd down and 8. Play action. Out route is picked off. It's Jonathan Jones, and he's just going to go down there. Wise decision from Jonathan Jones. He did have green grass in front of him, but I do like the sportsmanship there from Coach ATK. This game is over. There's really no need to take this one back. Take note, NFASL. That's something that we need to see more of, as a lot of you, again, I get the stats, development, all that good stuff, but sportsmanship is paramount in this league. That's what keeps it going. Handoff for Bowman. He jukes back to the middle, would have broken a Key Lawrence tackle, it appeared, but Lawrence is a sure-handed tackler. Makes the play at the 44-yard line. Another big gain for Bowman, and he's well over 100 yards and has a pair of rushing touchdowns on the day. Final 60 seconds here in the game of the week. Drew Lock letting the play clock dip all the way down before the handoff here. Another great block. Bowman's just going to go down under his own power at the 34-yard line. And barring any timeouts by Coach Steph and the LA Chargers, I expect a kneel here from Drew Lock, as I'm getting a message from JD. He does not agree with what I was saying about the sportsmanship. Yes, I do think that Demarcus Bowman did stat pad at the end there, so good catch there from Commissioner JD. But again, it still goes back to the point that you want to try to maintain as much sportsmanship at the end of these games as you can, as the Chargers have fallen to 0-2, lost 18 in a row, and only put 14 points on the board. Our final score here from Gillette Stadium, 38-14 in favor of the New England Patriots. They will advance to 2-0 on the season. The Los Angeles Chargers, of course, fall to 0-2. So looking ahead for both of these football teams as I load the franchise up on my newly minted PS5. I'm sure you can hear the excitement in my voice. PlayStation membership required for this feature. Oh, joy. Okay, we'll have to worry about that later. But the Patriots, of course, they're going to have some divisional games coming up, as well as some good matchups against their NFC stalwarts. And for the Chargers, again, it's only going to get worse from here. You still have all 6 of your divisional games, and you also have to take on the AFC East. So that'll do it for me from the broadcast booth. Final score 38-14 in the NFASL game of the week, as Drew Lock, again, 330 yards, Bowman over 150 on the ground. Patriots advance to 2-0 in the young season, and that will do it here. We will see you soon. Hopefully the next game of the week will be a little bit more competitive, but again, beggars can't be choosers. So we'll see you. Everyone be safe. Happy holidays if you don't hear from me again. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, all that good stuff. Have a good night, everybody.